Hey guys, it's Kafka. Today we're gonna do something fun. We're gonna do a DIY because this channel is called Kafka Crafts and we haven't done a craft for a long time. So today our craft is gonna be making a house or dollhouse out of cardboard, this type. So you'll need for this craft some pencils or just one because I'm working with my dad, a cutter. Be very careful because this is for parents only. Some tape, any kind. A ruler, you could use anything else. Or if you use a ruler, it doesn't have to be this big, but I just use this. And you also need some cardboard, but we're using foam board because we find it easier to craft. So now we're gonna draw our windows. I can use this book, or you can too, because it's exactly the size of the windows that I want, but you can make them any size. And you could use your ruler, but I'm using the book. So I'm going to trace it, very careful, underneath the windows as I can. There we go. Now that I've drawn all of my windows, and I hope you have too, you can ask one of your parents or a grown-up to cut them if you're not old enough. You should really think about putting something under the card foam when you're cutting it because it can be very fragile, and especially if you're doing it on the floor like us. Cut all of our windows and doors, we're going to tape them together. Now this is very hard because you have to perfectly align them and make sure they're together so that your house doesn't look bonky and yeah. So now we're going to tape 3 pieces of tape horizontally in the middle, in the bottom, and on top. It doesn't have to be perfect. And now we're going to tape some tape vertically so that the house is extra holding together. I'm going to tape this on top of the horizontal lines. So now that we taped both sides of them, we're going to fold it. So the step for the folding is you're going to transfer it up, fold inwards, and it should look something like this. And I'm going to put a little bar in here because I like to walk into the house and play in it because you can clearly see I can't go through here. So I'm going to put a little bar to balance the roof and the ceiling that we're going to be putting on later. And so that I can also get in easily with this bar. So now I'm finished putting on this little strip. You see, it can balance the house and it's also going to balance the ceiling that we're going to put on later, as I told you. So now I've explained to you what the strip is for, and I told you it was for the ceiling. So here it is. But before we started this, I made a little hole into it to put a ladder in, and you'll see it at the end. So we're just gonna balance it and see how it's in on the house, and you can fold the house in the direction so that you can fit the ceiling. That's perfect. So now we put on the ceiling of the house, and we're gonna make the roof. So I have 2 pieces of black foam board, and we're gonna make a triangle on top of here. And we're gonna form the roof. And since I'm gonna play in it, I'm gonna put a big window, almost the size of the paper. And I'm gonna put 2 little windows on this side. Now that I've cut and drew my roof, I've done this big window at the back so that I can play in it, because otherwise I'll have to go through the sides and it will be very complicated. And in the front, I wanted to keep it simple by doing 3 little windows to make it elegant. And so now we're gonna place it. We're not gonna do like this because it doesn't really look good. So we're gonna do more like this, and we're gonna make some triangles here to hold up the roof. To make a triangle, it's super easy. All you have to do is you have to position the roof you want. It can be like this, like this, like this, and then you measure with the ruler from here to here, and from here to here. Yay! We finished our triangles and the side of our houses. Now it's time to put the roof on. You see this little bar here? It's to make sure that the roof doesn't fall off, because when I tried it, it was very flimsy and the roof wouldn't stay on the triangles. And what's the point? Now let's put on this roof. And the back window goes in the back. Yeah. Place the windows. There we go. Yes, our house is done. You see what it looks like? This is the final product. You see we have the doors that we cut out. We have the roof that we cut out. And I added a little ladder, as you can see here, in the hole. And we put in the stabilizers. And we put in the triangles. And it just turned out awesome. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the notifications and tap on that thumbs up emoji so that you can get likes.